Aaron Scott here with Clear H2O Tackle, coming to you from our shop here in Michigan. Whether you're a tournament bass angler that travels the country, a Lake Erie walleye fisherman, Great Lakes salmon fisherman, or whatever else you might chase around, we're here to help you. Feel free to contact us via our Facebook page, website, or telephone. We're happy to talk with you and walk you through your needs. Tight lines and have a great season.
Hey guys, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Drew Cook here, and I want to talk to y'all about swim jig fishing. It's one of my favorite ways to catch them, and I fish it 12 months out of the year. So there's really three different types of what I would categorize this stuff in. One would be a shad swim jig, and then I would have two brim swim jigs. And the only thing difference between these would be how I rig my trailer for the grass that I'm fishing. So the shad swim jig would be anytime that there's shad around. If you're fishing it deeper and there's bigger, like gizzard type shads, I use this Suicide shad by Big Bite. It's 5-inch. You know, you can thread this thing on and fish it all the way out onto the ledges and stuff where people don't normally throw a swim jig, and that can definitely be a good deal out there and get you more bites. But really, it's the brim that all this swim jig really entails to. And I've got two separate ways that I do it. Anytime that the water is dirty, and by dirty I mean anything from chocolate milk to you can see a foot, I use a boot tail swim bait on it. This is the Pro Swimmer from Big Bite. And I just feel like that extra little thump gives it a little more drawing power to a swim jig. So when, like, spinnerbait has the blades that help call them in the dirtier water, this helps the swim jig. And you can just thread this on there. And these sledgehammer swim jigs have the toothpick keeper, so you never lose your trailer on there. But you can throw that bait out there and just reel it in. It's simple, stupid. You can, you know, pop your rod, you know, slow to where it just goes up and down through the water. And then my other two ways that I rig a brim colored swim jig would be, I think that this is one of the main things that helps me get more bites throwing a swim jig than the other guy next to me. This is a Big Bite bait, Fighting Frog. It's a crawl type bait, and I rig it up and down like this, so it gives it a brimish profile. And so you just take the swim jig, come out right there, push it up sideways, and I've done this a million times, so I'm pretty good at it. But if you look at that, it looks just like a little brim. I mean, the tails are up and down instead of being side and side like a traditional crawfish trailer would be. This gives the swim jig a completely different look. And this is what I've had to myself for what I think of a long time at home. Nobody really did this, and it definitely helped me get more bites, bigger bites, and fish behind people and catch fish on a swim jig. Now, the other way that I throw the swim jig is whenever you're fishing grass that is on the surface but sparse. You know, it would be like water willow, peanut grass, hay grass in Florida, any of that stuff. And I use this Kamikaze Crawl by Big Bite. It's a crawfish profile, and I use it flat. And the way that I fish this bait is whenever you're reeling it, you're constantly cracking the rod tip, so the bait's just pulsating the whole time. And, you know, when you get to the edge of it, you can let it fall, anything like that. And that really is another great way to do it. And a few other things with swim jig fishing. 99% of the time, I will throw braid. It doesn't matter if the water is gin clear, if it looks like a yoo-hoo. I feel that it doesn't affect anything. I feel like it makes the bait work better. And I think that people that aren't throwing the braid, it's mental that they think fluorocarbon gets them more bites. And the only time that I will throw fluorocarbon is whenever I'm fishing a shad colored swim jig deep, like in anything 10 to 20 foot of water would be the only time when I'm reeling it real slow, and for like pressured fish out there on the ledges and stuff. But hopefully these tips will help you out, and good luck next time you swim jig fish.